Happy Thursday, podcast day, raw and real. My name's Angela. I'm a health and life coach. I do all things holistic healing, whether that's in health, whether that's in life. We want to be whole people. That's what I'm about. And I wanted to talk about a couple different things, kind of go off that self-compassion thing we talked about last week, give you an example of that. And then that felt like it just needed to wait. And so now, this week, I'm going to talk about waiting. And I realize we've all kind of been in some version of waiting for the last couple of years with COVID and all of those kinds of things. Remote work, just, all the things. And my situation has been similar. The last 6 months in particular have been kind of a roller coaster of unknown and what's going to happen next. And I'm looking for things that aren't coming and just been very messy. And I've been stressed about it. I've been anxious about it. And the last week and a half, I've just kind of been like, you know what? It's okay. I can let that go. I can let it come when it's going to come. And I don't have to keep knocking on everybody's door that somebody can knock on mine. And it's given me a lot of peace. And there's people in my life who have said that to me over and over again, of like, let them come to you, or, maybe you're just waiting for maybe there's something big around the corner. And I've really been holding on to that, but not in a death grip kind of way, just in like a freedom kind of way, actually. Like those kinds of things have really helped me let some of the I need to work on this really hard right now until I can't anymore. I let go of that mindset and I am more present and I'm more relaxed and I'm able to function at a higher level. And I'm able to give myself grace. I'm able to give myself the compassion that I need in order to get things done around my house. Say laundry, say dishes, say, all of those kinds of fun things. And I've been able to take care of myself. And then I read this yesterday. It is a short excerpt from a book called Ready to Rise by Jo Saxton. She is a powerful woman. She is really great. Jo is a leader. I don't know all of her credentials, but she's cool. Anyway, so she wrote this book, Ready to Rise, and this is what her excerpt from an Instagram post said a couple days ago. Your voice in all its fullness is powerful and brimming with potential. You don't need to apologize for it or be afraid of it, but you do need to discover it or recover it and learn how to use it in all its beauty and purpose. And that hit me so powerfully, that all I've ever wanted is a voice. And it's like, she reassured me that my voice is exactly what it's supposed to be, that I don't have to apologize for it. I don't have to be afraid of it. A huge one right now for me is I don't have to be afraid of it, that I can create these podcasts and whatever happens with them, happens with them. Some of these videos have gotten 7 views and others have gotten 30, and that's cool. I get really excited when it gets up to 30. I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, oh my gosh, guess what? And that's just starting out, and there's a waiting process. There's a discovery and a recovery process of how do I do these things? How do I make them better? How do I be true to myself? Because my number one goal in this podcast and in all the things that I do is to be myself. That's why it's called Raw and Real. That's why my first video is me in my bathrobe and my jammies, because that's where we were at. We had some thoughts and I needed to share them. And that's how Raw and Real became a thing. And you guys, waiting is powerful, because when we're waiting, we're sitting with it. We're sitting with the discomfort, with the uncertainty, with all of the yuck. And we're just letting things. We're not dwelling on them, we're just letting them exist. And so I want to share this little card with you. A quote from Rumi. Let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. And that, I felt like, sat with my waiting, to let myself be drawn by the stronger pull of what I really love. That trusting that thing will draw me to it, and that it will become something. That if I just, like, yes, I have to do the work. I'm not saying don't do the work. Do the work in your waiting, but do the work on yourself in your waiting, so that when it's time, you're ready. You've done the waiting, and you're ready to go. So with that is all the thoughts I have for today that I'm going to put here on the internet. And just try sitting in the waiting this week. See what that feels like for you. Find peace. Find peace in the waiting. Find yourself. Because that's where you'll find you, is in the waiting.